Amin speaks about how his expectations from life have changed after turning 30, what a healthy work culture looks like, and how we can make room for Mondays in our lives.
You've done it, you're past the age of 30, and it turns out that life is still okay, unlike what people say. So, how do you think that your life has changed after 30?
People think that life has a very dramatical, it's a paradigm shift when you cross 30, but in reality, you're actually changing throughout your life. Like, obviously, when I was turning 30, that was like 4 years ago, I was very exhausted with the thought actually, okay, I'm getting old. ठीक है? Because 30 जब भी हम बचपन में सुनते थे, we think 30 is okay, this guy, if he's a cricketer, he will be retiring soon. If he's an actor, he will not be getting roles of young individuals. So I think एक दिमाग में पहले से कॉन्सेप्ट बैठा होता था कि 30 is an old age, and that thought was very exhausting for me at least. 20s के अंदर we are very naive. We are not planning anything. Even though if we are planning something, we are not in control of what the outcomes are. ठीक है? We think that whatever you do, we have control over the outcome, but in reality, we don't. We can only plan on things. We can only visualize the way we want to be and how can we go about it. But in reality, we have no control of what is going to happen. We can just think over it. That is the illusion we have when we're in 20s, and now we understand that we can't control anything when you're in 30s.
What are some of the illusions that you had in your 20s that you feel like, no, they were just illusions, and now life is so different than what I used to think? Back when you were growing up, back when you were in university, back when you were new at this corporate world stuff. Now, what are your beliefs? What do you think is adulthood? What is adulthood for Amin?
For me, adulthood is a punch in the face. The thing is that, yeah, exactly, it's a sucker punch. Because when I was entering my professional life, that's 2011 or something. I was just 23 or 24. When I got my first job, and at that moment I thought that now things will be getting better because now I'm earning money. Now I thought that okay, I'm not studying or not accountable to anyone of whatever my actions are or will be. That was an illusion. That was me being stupid and dumb. Because I think when you start earning, when you start progressing in your career, when you are actually when you are actually getting a hold of the responsibilities, that is a punch in your face because you are very naive at that moment. You think, okay, whoever you earns in your home, the breadwinner, वो पैसा कमाते थे और हमारे साथ इतने ऐशों होती होंगी, उनको ये करते होंगे, वो करते नहीं हम तो basically that is an illusion, and I believe that the real life is totally different.
Yeah.
It's like जितने भी आप पैसा कमाए, जितना भी आप earn करें, doesn't matter, but with the पैसा, with the wealth and with anything, it comes responsibility.
Definitely.
Responsibilities, accountabilities, and that is what actually life is, in my point of view, and that is a drastic change. Life goes on. Life was written for me when I was, I think, probably born or before that.
Yeah.
So this, whatever is happening right now, was supposed to happen anyways. But me understanding about what is going to happen and what is happening right now, that is actually the difference between the 20s and the 30s. I was a very firm believer of good karma. Okay? I thought that, yeah, I'm a still good believer of that. I used to think that whatever will happen, whatever is happening right now, on bad or good, it will go away.
Okay.
And in the end of that, everything will be settled, everything will be happy, we all will be living in harmony and peace. Whatever
like
going
what Bollywood sells you, maybe.
Obviously, and a happy ending.
Yeah.
And I still believe that. But it depends. If you're talking about movies, right? It depends what movie you're living. ठीक है. एक मूवी होती है, कुछ होता है where romantic story end में everything, you know, ले गया दुल्हन ले गया वो शाहरुख खान. But
Yeah.
at times, yeah, exactly. But at times you're living a totally different movie. Probably you're living a Pursuit of Happiness. जहाँ पे उस शख्स ने बाथरूम में भी रातें गुजारी हैं. Saying it depends on what your story is, and your story
Yeah.
will be different than mine. You cannot
Yeah,
compare.
of course.
You can learn from others' experience, but your life is totally different.
Yeah, definitely. No, but I do think there are a few things which connect us and which sort of मतलब हमें पता होता है कि ये जो चीज़ है ना मैंने इस एग्जैक्टली इस तरह से फेस नहीं की है बट मैंने इस जैसी चीज़ फेस की है एंड आई थिंक दैट इज़ द ब्यूटी ऑफ these stories के when you tell it to me or I tell it to you we just feel less alone. We feel oh okay there's someone else out there who's going through something like I was.
And I must say it's a very good initiative, like giving people a voice, so that I totally hope that whoever is listening to this vlog right now, whoever listen in the future, they'll learn something about it, because I just want to let them know that they're not alone. Okay?
Yeah.
We might have different experiences, but emotionally we are just one.
What do you wish that your colleagues knew? How, like, you know, something they would know better, and how do you think we can promote a good, healthy work culture in offices?
It's a very good question. ठीक है? And जितना भी मेरा experience अभी तक रहा है, यहाँ पे भी काम किया मैंने. Okay, हर जगह हर किस्म के लोग हैं.
Of course.
This is one thing I feel there's missing in every organization, especially in Pakistan. ठीक है? मेरे कुछ experiences ऐसे रहे हैं कि मैं हमेशा से ये सोचता रहा कि as a result मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि whoever is sitting next to you in an office can be your colleague or somebody good to talk to. ठीक है?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he or she can never be your friend because you don't know कि वो पीछे क्या कर रहा है आपके साथ. सही है? Or whatever strategies or whatever you know जो भी इसके दिमाग में चल रही है, you don't know about it. ठीक है? So I believe that it's very hard to make friends in office. ठीक है? And especially genuine friends. Friends can be anyone, but genuine friends, friends who कि आप share कर सकते हैं बहुत सारी चीजें. Friends आप connect कर सकते हैं. They are very few. Recently I've been privileged कि मेरे बहुत अच्छे मुझे work friends मिले. Okay? Unfortunately they left, and I also left the organization. I joined some other organization, but we are still connected. We are emotionally connected in a way that all of our friends, they have experienced a similar thing. We have similar experiences. I was very privileged. Okay, this time I had good friends. But in reality, like the new workspace में भी it's very hard to connect because you're actually adjusting to people. And just to answer your question, when I enter an office, right, I really want people to know what is the potential of Amin. Okay, what Amin is good at.
Yeah.
Rather than Amin, you should do this. Amin, you should be doing that. I'm giving you projects. It should be like, Amin, what project you're gonna handle. And it's not my story only. It is everybody's story. In my previous workspace, मेरे line manager ने मुझे एक चीज सिखाई. When you're a manager, you need to separate the horses from the donkey. Horses की explanation ये है कि जिनको आप सबसे आगे रेस में दौड़ाते हैं, जिससे आप इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, जिनके आप देखते हैं कि okay, if I leave these horses will fill my space. ठीक है? This is what horses are. But donkeys are वो काम करते हैं लेकिन आगे बढ़ने की कोई उसकी क्या कहते हैं उम्मीद वो नहीं होती, जज्बात
लगन नहीं होती. there's no passion. There's no कि एक ड्राइव होती है ना to go ahead.
बिल्कुल.
Exactly. वो नहीं होती. वो एक गोल नहीं होता. They're okay with what they're doing and they want to continue doing that for the rest of their lives, but they don't maybe go ahead in a certain direction and then grow, right?
Yes. In Pakistan में मसला ये होता है कि it doesn't matter कि how what if you think you're a horse or a donkey, it all matters कि what your manager feel about you. Okay? यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा मसला ये होता है कि हम हॉर्सेस को डोंकीज बना देते हैं और डोंकीज को कभी हॉर्स नहीं बना सकते, ठीक है। हम हॉर्सेस को डोंकी जरूर बना देते हैं लेकिन डोंकीज को हम हॉर्स नहीं बनाते। I don't want to be a donkey in any organization. I just want to be a horse, but that doesn't mean कि मैं दूसरे horse को मैं donkey बनाऊँ.
I do understand what you're saying, that you can maybe make a horse a donkey, but you can never make a donkey a horse. And then no one should have to prove that they are actually a horse. It's like, it's okay to prove it. It's okay to prove it. Obviously, you have to prove yourselves a little bit in any organization. शुरू में आपको कुछ projects दिए जाते हैं जिसमें you have to prove your potential, but you shouldn't prove it every other day. मतलब अगर आपने prove कर दिया, so you shouldn't be fighting for your worth every day.
Exactly. And unfortunately, बहुत सारी organizations या बहुत सारे management, they want donkeys to work under them because donkeys are usually yes men.
Yeah.
Exactly. They just say yes to anything.
Yes to anything. Yeah. So what do you think is a healthy work culture for you? What should be some standards in a professional environment?
Okay. Firstly, employee empowerment should be there. Okay. Empowerment to derive, like obviously, किसी भी चीज का if you're going to, there's an art and a science. Science is that you have followed some steps to something, but art is how you will follow them. ठीक है. So the how वाला part जो है ना, the management should give that how part to the employee because it's actually his job to make it better, right? So I think employee empowerment should be there. It needs to be encouraged, and employee should feel proud of what he has done or he or she has done. ठीक है. दूसरी important चीज है कि for a healthier workplace, it is very important to face the critics. ठीक है. You need to understand that hearing out, no, you're wrong, and accepting it that you're wrong, it's a blessing. ठीक है. जब हमें पता होगा कि हम गलत हैं, ठीक है, तो now we'll understand कि हम अपने आप को improve कैसे कर सकते हैं. That is the rule of Kaizen. You're continuously improving yourself. Or for that, you need to understand what the loopholes are in your system, or what are the things where you can improve yourself. Okay? So that's the second phase. And finally, engagement, employee engagement. The person you are sitting next to, you should be comfortable with that person.
There should be a trust that, if you're going to say something, then it's not going to be taken in the wrong way, and whatever you are going to say,
exactly,
can say. There's no fear.
There's no fear. Nobody should judge you on what you're doing or what you're saying. Yeah, I should be comfortable with you. You should be comfortable with me. We are teammates. We are actually working a similar project. We are looking for same outcomes.
Yeah.
Okay? So we should have compatibility, right? Each and everyone in an organization is working for the same purpose.
Yeah.
So why are we actually divide कैसे कर रहे हैं? Escalation में क्यों promote कर रहे हैं? ये अलग हो जाए, ये अलग हो जाए, lobby अलग बन जाए, उसकी बन जाए. तो I think नहीं, सबको एक साथ मिलके, चलन होके, engage होके, एक team, एक effective team बनके काम करना चाहिए.
One last question. So this is about Mondays. Mondays aren't usually a fan favorite. No one likes them. What do you think is so bad about Mondays, and how do you think we could reach like a healthy compromise with Mondays? What is one thing which you would be like, oh my god, I'm so excited, it's Monday tomorrow?
Acha. Firstly, I am not a Monday lover myself. I struggle with that. And अगर कोई ये बोलता है कि I love Monday mornings, I love my work day, so I probably he or she बहुत ही loyal है अपनी workplace से, या वो झूठ बोल रहा है.
अच्छा, you don't think that you don't think it's actually a possibility that Mondays can be good?
I don't think so. It's actually a possibility. So I don't think so कि Mondays किसी को भी पसंद आते हैं. But the reality is कि it doesn't matter कि हमें पसंद ना आए या ना आए, ठीक है?
Mm-hmm.
जब तक जिंदगी है, Mondays हर हफ्ते आएंगे, ठीक है? So
Mm-hmm.
rather than fighting against them, you need to accept that the time comes back to you. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter. You don't have any control over time. बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी जिसके ऊपर हमारा कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है. ठीक है? It's time. If I'll say कि how can you start loving Mondays? It's like fighting your own demons, facing your demons. The only way you can have peace is you face your demons. You accept that Mondays will come. You accept that you have to wake up early in the morning and go to the office because you have to. Because at the end of the month you have to get paid, and when the money comes, you have to pay all the expenses. ठीक है, जो हमने पूरे महीने ऐसे किए हैं, या कोई responsibility आपकी है.
I also feel that Mondays like are demonized, but like the actually getting up and going to the office, that's the hard part. But once Monday starts, like that first hour, once it's passed and you know that okay, now I'm in my zone, now I'm in a Monday and it's okay, now the week has started, so suddenly it's not so bad anymore. I think it starts from Sunday evening and then it stays till Monday morning, but once you're in the office, that's it. Like now that whole apprehension and that whole weird mood, everything that is just, it's gone now. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Exactly.
You're in a different phase now.
And हमने बहुत अच्छी बात बोली है कि as soon as it starts, ठीक है? Like I said, the first step is always difficult, ठीक है? Any like if you like somebody, let's say if somebody likes someone, the first step is always difficult to come out and say that I like you. Okay? But once you say it, you just don't have fear. यानी ज़्यादा क्या होगा? या तो वो लड़की या लड़का तुम्हें छोड़ देगा, मना कर देगा, या you will be engaged to that person. But the first step is always difficult, and Mondays, like say, the start of every week, या getting up in the morning. सही है, बेड से निकलना, वो भी आजकल सर्दियों में ऐसे बेड से निकलना, especially somebody जो कोविड से उठ के आया है, वो बेड से निकल के दिखाता है सुबह सुबह. So, but once you take the first step, right, everything is flowers on the bed. So it doesn't matter.